Hello everyone, Michael here from Replica Airguns. I'm doing a bit of an untraditional video. I don't do a lot of unboxing videos, so like where I'm basically looking at the product, opening the box and looking at it for the first time and sharing that experience with you. I do preview videos sometimes where I'll kind of like take it out of the box and give you some basic specifications, do a quick walk around before I do my actual tabletop review or shooting field test video. So there will be an actual tabletop video for this gun along with shooting video, but that's gonna be later, right? So this is an actual unboxing video. What do I have here? This is a 4.5 millimeter CO2 BB gun slash rifle. It's from ASG. It's called the TAC 4.5. They do make a TAC 6, so you can probably figure out the difference. 4.5 for steel BB, 6 for airsoft. So as far as I know, they make the other version, and the way ASG likes to package their products, usually the BB, steel BB is in white packaging and airsoft is in green packaging. So if you see a white box, you've got the BB. If you see a sort of greenish box, you've got airsoft. So let's, before I actually crack it open, let's take a look. You can kind of see that we have sort of, it's a rifle. It's maybe, I don't know what you want to call it. I don't want to necessarily say it's an assault rifle because that might, flag this video. But it kind of looks like something tactical, right? We'll call it a tactical rifle. How's that sound? We'll stay away from the A word. Okay, so let's take a look at what's on the box here. I'm gonna have to read it upside down so you won't see exactly. So it's an air gun. It's 4.5 millimeter BB. CO2 uses 12 grams CO2. It's non-blowback, so I'm thinking, I haven't looked at it yet, that it's kind of got like a pistol inside of a rifle housing, right? Sometimes that's the way, they'll do it, is they'll take a pistol that ergonomically fits this outer shell and go that way. Because I don't think, based on the FPS, that it's got a long barrel, because it's not like way up there in FPS. Anyways, on the box here it says ergonomic grip with finger grooves for shooting comfort, full-length metal top rail for optics and accessories, bottom rail for attachment of bipod lights or lasers, in case you want more than one laser, I guess. Rubberized buttstock pad for comfort when shouldering the rifle. Non-blowback design for increased CO2 efficiency. So they're marketing as non-blowback is a good thing because it's going to be more powerful, probably, and less usage of CO2, more CO2 efficiency. I've got a couple pictures over here. Basically, it just kind of shows the bipod, shows the front and rear sight, and then over here we have accessory rail, steel BB, easy load. So it has a stick mag, not much really on the sides, really. So we're gonna pop it open now, and this is again the first time I'm seeing this gun with you in real time. Now ASG does do a nice job of packaging everything. Okay, they really do. They package stuff nice. Their instructions and manuals and everything are always really nice. So that's kind of how it looks in the box there. And they have a manual, of course. And, it's typical ASG manual. It's not, some manuals are just full of stuff and it's just too much information. I like the way ASG keeps everything kind of nice and simplified, not too much on each page, right? Okay, I'm going to read the back though at the end there so you can see this. Okay, so I believe this gun has a 417 FPS is the rating, 21 round magazine, stick magazine. We'll be taking a look at that in a second. Okay, so let's pull out this bipod. Here's the bipod. I don't know if these things are going to focus perfectly for you. Sometimes I got to play around with it. Get in here. So you can see the bipod. Pretty cool. And it's like one of these ones where it's kind of, right, you can kind of preset it, move it in and out. You can lock it. You've got, so they move up and down once it's on, right? Pretty cool. Just goes right on the rail there. So nice. It's got some decent weight to it. It feels pretty sturdy. And let's take a look at the gun. Okay, so here's the gun. The gun has okay weight. It's not crazy heavy. I'm sure the bipod on there and maybe a some sort of optic, right? I'm going to go with maybe a red dot or lasers and stuff like that. How do they have the bipod? They have it so that it goes forward. I'm just going to put it on just to sort of feel what the weight's going to be like. So let's keep it right up there at the front. There, it locks in. So yeah, it just adds a little bit more weight, right? So we got that. Everything snaps nicely, right, together. Let's take a look at the stick mag. I'm kind of curious. Okay, nice metal stick mag with the sort of a larger butt plate, which is going to make it look more like a conventional magazine, full size. But it is a stick mag. The ejection port is not open or anything, but it's not blowback or anything like that. We have a safety right on the right side, and it's actually in a really nice spot because you have my finger over the trigger guard, and I can quickly and easily get in and out of that safety. And that's going to be for right-handed shooters. It'll be a little easier. We have a nice peep sight in the back. Okay, and I believe, yeah, these are, I'm not going to call them iron sights. They look like they're plastic, but they're iron sights, we'll say. And they can be locked into place, taken off as well. So you can take them off, put them back on. Get that on there. Comes off easier than it goes on. There we go. We'll just leave it on. Tighten it up. Okay, and the front sight is kind of like a fiber optic sight. Safety's on. It's a double action trigger. You know, it really shoulders nicely, and for me, oftentimes, you know, the sights aren't in a good position, but I can get my cheek on the rest here, and everything just lines up nicely. You know, obviously some sort of maybe a red dot sight, or I'm not going to say you're going to want to go with too much of an optical sight going like 3 or 4 power, but I'm thinking a red dot would be nice on here because this isn't going to be a long range shooter. It's going to be more like a quick shooting, close up targets, pop cans, you know, rapid fire type stuff. That's what I'm going to think this is really going to be used for. Now CO2, let's see where that, okay, that goes, there's a little button on the bottom here that you push, and it opens up the CO2 tab, or the CO2 this little whatever you want to call it. It's a CO2 cover. Okay, so if you push that, it opens up, and then you can get at the CO2 tab here and tighten your CO2. So pretty straightforward. It's got a nice rubber butt plate on it. You know, I'm sure this is going to be a fun gun to shoot. It's about, I didn't really talk price. In our Canadian store, it's a few $100. You know, I'm not sure if we have it in the US store just yet, but we'll find out. What do we got? Different, oh, okay, what is this? I don't know what this is. Don't even know. Oh, okay. That is for a laser. So you can put a laser. Really? Doesn't have a laser on it, but it looks like you can maybe add a laser. This is interesting. So this, I didn't know this. This is the cool thing about unboxing videos. So you got this little guy. I believe this, focus. Anyways, this, there we are. This is like just a placeholder for the laser that you can get for it. And it just kind of goes in there. And then you've got these buttons right here for making the real laser work. Okay, so this is just, again, this is like not the real laser. I don't think so. Could be wrong, but I don't think it is. Huh. I think you have to buy it and put it inside because it's got like a little place for batteries. So I'll have to, when I do the tabletop review, I'll know more. But it does have a place for batteries, and it looks like you can put a laser in it. So you'd have to, I'm assuming, add that portion to it, but it's not in here. It's not part of it. So that's interesting, but that's neat because you got like a laser option that's built right into this sort of stock, or whatever you want to call it, frame of the gun. So pretty cool. I'm going to just look down the barrel. We obviously don't have any CO2 or any BBs in here. The barrel is very wide. So essentially it's just a pistol inside of here. I'm assuming it's not a very long barrel. The internal barrel is probably going to be just standard pistol size, and I believe this is just all open wide barrel because of the velocity. It's not super powerful. So anyways, that's enough. got an idea what we're looking at here. This is pretty cool, and I will be doing a full tabletop video for it and shooting video and see what kind of performance we get out of it. This is the kind of gun though that I think would be best for like setting up a whole bunch of pop cans and just going at her, you know, just unloading 21 rounds into, you know, 5 or 10 water-filled pop cans and just doing some real quick shooting. That's where I think this gun would be a lot of fun. You know, obviously not shoot out at long ranges. It's not going to be for pest control or anything. It's just going to be for plaking, having some fun. Alright, thanks for watching another Replica Airguns video. Don't forget to subscribe. Check me out on Facebook and Twitter. Username is Replica Airguns. Check out our Canada and US online airgun stores over at replicairguns.ca and replicaairguns.us, where we have air guns, BB guns, pellet guns, airsoft guns, blank guns, and other accessories. If you haven't subscribed, make sure to subscribe. And check out the replicaairguns.com website, where I post the articles, usually have additional photos of the products I review. Alright, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.